The trapper and the furrier went walking through paradise, and all the animals lay clawless and toothless before them, and all the mothers stepped away from their babies, leaving them open and easy to handle. The trapper and the furrier went walking through paradise. They took some for now and they got some for later, and they marveled at the pelts, not a bullet hole in them, and they filled up the cages with pets for their children. What a strange, strange world we live in, where the good are damned and the wicked forgiven. What a strange, strange world we live in. Those who don't have lose, those who got get given. More, 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 more. The owner and the manager went walking through paradise, and all the shelves were filled with awards and achievements, and on every corner a power presentation, and on every floor an army of workers. The owner and the manager went walking through paradise, and all their charts showed so much promise and progress. No sick days, no snow days, no unions, no taxes, and they wandered towards home, kings of their castles. What a strange, strange world we live in, where the good are damned and the wicked forgiven. What a strange, strange world we live in. Those who don't have lose, those who got get given. More, 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 more. The lawyer and the pharmacist went walking through paradise, and all the sick were around them with fevers unbreaking, crying and bleeding and coughing and shaking, and arms outstretched, prescription collecting. The lawyer and the pharmacist went walking through paradise, press suits in a courtroom, aroma of chloroform, and they smiled at the judge, disposition so sunny, 'cause they didn't have the cure but sure needed the money. What a strange, strange world we live in, where the good are damned and the wicked forgiven. What a strange, strange world we live in. Those who don't have lose, those who got get given. More, 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 more. More, 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 more. More, 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 more. More, 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 more. More, 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 more.
Well, I just wanna go to work and get back home and be something. I just wanna fall in line and do my time and be something. Well, I just wanna prove my worth on the planet Earth and be something. I just wanna fall in love, not fuck it up, and feel something. Well, lately, don't understand what I am. Treated as a fool, not quite a woman or a man. Well, I don't know, I guess I don't understand the plan. Colonized and hypnotized, be something. Sterilized, dehumanized, be something. Well, take your pay and stay out the way, be something. Ah, do your best, but fuck the rest, be something. Well, lately, it's been mighty hard to see. Just searching for my lost humanity. I look for you, my friend, but do you look for me? I'm not too afraid to die. I wanna leave it all behind. I think about it sometimes. Lately all my time's been moving slow. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Just give me time, I'll know. Oh, any day now. Any day now, I will come along. Oh, any day now. Oh, any day now, I will come along. I will come along.
Dead Puerto Ricans who never knew they were Puerto Ricans, who never took a coffee break from the 10 Commandments to kill, kill, kill the landlords of their cracked skulls and communicate with their Latin souls. Juan, Miguel, Milagro, Olga, Manuel, from the nervous breakdown streets where the mice live like millionaires and the people do not live at all.
From El Barrio to Arecibo, Pa'lante. From Marble Hill to the ghost of Emmett Till, Pa'lante. To Juan, Miguel, Milagros, Manuel, Pa'lante. To all who came before, we say Pa'lante. To my mother and my father, I say Pa'lante. To Julia and Sylvia, Pa'lante. To all who had to hide, I say
Go with me to 97 flavors. I've been craving a double scoop of their mayonnaise again. We could walk along the uphill both ways boardwalk and people watch on broken glass beach. It's been so long since I've seen a friendly face, and I could use something to distract me from this place we're in. All the Porcine nuns agreed they'd go easy on me if I just repent and apologize for my sins. But guess what? They were lying again. Still, it's a beautiful day in hell. It's a beautiful day in hell. It's a beautiful day in hell. With you. Did I tell you I competed on that game show and made it halfway round the spinning labyrinth of fire before I was hurled into the boiling lake of gators? But it's nice when people say they recognize me. There are days when I don't know which way up, like when I'm being judged for reading music off the butt, but no one thought to tell me the beats in quarter time. But I guess the view from my torture pit is fine, 'cause it's a beautiful day in hell. It's a beautiful day in hell. It's a beautiful day in hell. With you. With you. With you. With you.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. While we're
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been so long. I'm really pleased to welcome you to Death of Glitter in Hack. Darlings.
Hello, future. Welcome to Death of Glitter. I am Helen of Boy. I am a slice cream cone, if you would please.
I find this dream realm of hell that our own Helen of Boy has been frolicking in and spending time with during the pandemic to be just so fucking delightful. I'm honestly so proud of the work they've been doing on this video game. Like, who knew that in the future we'd be creating animations playing with the video game. I just make my Animal Crossing people wear really cute outfits.
God, there's no such thing as eternal damnation. There's no such thing as eternal anything. And hell, certainly where I've been exploring hell, it's been like, oh, if I put my mindset in the idea that there is a place of eternity, it's a place of eternal and intense change. And then it's just, and then I just think that like hell is just experiencing trauma in a chaotic world. That's where I've been. It feels eternal because it's so powerful.
Yeah, I've always felt like hell is not, it's not about an afterlife. It's about what you're doing with this life.
Interesting.
I feel like spending your life worrying about where you're going to end up in your afterlife is a really good way to miss out on what's happening in the present. We're just here for church. It's fine. Just regular churchgoers.
Tip these bitches.
Their art is always so smart and refined.
Yeah, they have such an elegant presence.
Give it up for tight-ass Androgynous.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes.
Threw me the way into the suffering city, threw me the way to the eternal pain, threw me the way that runs among the lost. Justice urged on my high artificer, my maker was divine authority, the highest wisdom, and the primal love. Before me nothing but eternal things were made, and I endure eternally. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. What is hell? Where did it come from? How are sellers hellish? I'm tight-ass Androgynous, and I'm only qualified to answer that last question. Nonetheless, let me be the wise Virgil to your fraught Dante as I take you through this nightmarish virtual reality exploration of the reason for the season, eternal suffering. The quote I opened with is the infamous inscription over the gates of hell in Dante's Inferno. In this biblical self-insert fanfic, Dante is guided by the soul of Roman poet Virgil through the gates of hell, where Charon ferries them across the river Acheron so they can explore the 9 circles of hell. This is where we depart from Dante and embark upon our own jaunt through the mythology of hell. The scene of Charon ferrying the dead across the Acheron comes from Greek mythology. However, Hades, the Greek underworld, wasn't just Greek hell, and Hades, the god of the underworld, wasn't just Greek Satan. According to the ancient Greeks, most dead souls go to Hades and then on to a state of pleasant nothingness. Elysium, the VIP area of Hades, was where the few exceptional warriors went, and Tartarus, the pit below Hades, was where the exceptionally bad were punished. The Greeks didn't believe that earthly pleasures were sinful and that abstinence would land you a spot in paradise. Our Disney villain concept of Hades comes from anti-pagan sentiment and some mistranslations in pretty much a centuries-long game of telephone. As long as you didn't piss off the gods or commit atrocities, you were spared from Tartarus. We get so caught up in the sin-salvation story of hell that we forget that eternal damnation isn't a consistent afterlife concept. Even the ancient Egyptians cared a lot more about how you prepared a body to navigate the afterlife than what the actual afterlife entailed of. After an epically complicated journey through the 12 levels of the afterlife, your heart, which represented the sum of your actions in life, was weighed against a feather. If you were good, you passed on to pleasant neutrality. If you were bad, you were maybe tortured for a bit before being devoured into absolute non-existence. In not caring too much about salvation and damnation, some religions treated the afterlife pretty much just as a way to cope with death. On the other hand, we have religions where you're going to suffer forever if you break the rules. To understand hell, you do have to consider the motives of those who preach it. In the Middle Ages, you could literally pay off your sins by donating to the church. Am I implying capitalism and hell are linked? Maybe.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes.
I got in a fight with the element of earth again.
Oh yeah.
You didn't get me yet. Crashing, and they were like, so who won? I said, neither of us yet. It's
Right? You're not under the dirt, so
uh-huh.
Ooh, oh, hello.
Did we
What's
talk
my deal? I don't even know what you call it. A little buto thing. Spending my pandemic reflecting on chronic pain quite a lot and how it affects my movement, how it affects me as a mover. So I got down with the world, with the earth. I got down with the earth. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I got down on the earth.
connecting to a return to Earth?
The Earth will win eventually, whether we see it to the end or not.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. Mm. Oh, God, yes. Mm. Mm.
Oh, damn. Ooh, fuck.
Our lovely tip tart will be making the rounds throughout the show with the performers' money app handles. Please, tip as you're able. We're all trying to survive in hell. You know, hell isn't always all it's cracked up to be. In fact, is it even a bad place? Is it just, in fact, the underworld? Is it where all the dead go? Maybe.
I fucking love how Claire Apparently is really using her time during quarantine to like expand the kinds of art, the kinds of drag that she makes. And I fucking love that she's doing stop motion animation.
Yes.
Fucking amazing.
We're putting out a cartoon show.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There has never been a drag show like this before.
Oh, God, yes. Mm. Oh, God, yes. Mm.
Does anyone still wear a hat? Here's to the girls who stay smart. Aren't they a guess? Rushing to their classes in optical art, wishing it would pass.
Oh, God, yes. Mm. Oh, God, yes. Mm. Innovative.
Wow. How do colors work?
Yeah, I feel like even though some of these pieces have like a seriousness or a gravity to them, that there's also like a huge element of like sacred clown work in the overall presentation of what this solstice spell is working out to be.
Vanta sent in a rant about coffee.
Okay. Who even has time to make art and hold down a job during a fucking pandemic?
Find the power source of your you. It is there. It is out there in the universe, and it is calling to you. And it encourages you, and it invites you to raise hell.
I bought myself an electric kettle recently. It can dial in exact temperature so I can brew my oolong and my jasmine at the optimal degree to grab every tannin. But I only drink tea socially, and social tea dates aren't much of a thing these days, and I don't have anything but a few bags of Celestial Seasoning Sleepy Time anyway. So I bought a pour over carafe with a metal mesh filter, a hand crank mill with ceramic burrs, and decided the kettle would be for coffee. The kettle is a gooseneck for slow and precise pouring. 202 degrees of circles and swirls sieve through single origin, coarse ground, light roast, Costa Rican, third wave, fair trade, 2 cups a day. 10 minutes from grind to gulp, 20 ounces brewed with a 30-second bloom from 40 grams ground by hand, no less, no bless, obliges gifted little lowly me with just the skills I need to make the perfect cup of coffee. But then I put like 4 spoonfuls of sugar and some chocolate syrup in it and forget it on the porch.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. That checks out. Seasonally, if we go into like the mythology of like Persephone and Hades and like the winter being the time that she is spending in hell, and that's why nothing grows. That's why it's cold. And then she emerges from hell in the spring, and everything blossoms and grows.
And it's just part of a cycle too.
Yeah. It's not a one-time deal.
Yeah.
I hope you're comfy. I hope you're hibernating, tucked in someplace warm in this hard winter.
Oh my god, I'm super excited about Prin's number. Jesus is her sugar daddy.
Is Heck
Yeah, yes?
a part of this binary, or is Heck the the entirety of the underworld?
They're all the same afterlife. They're all the same.
Yes.
Even heaven and hell. It's so bizarre to binarize the afterlife.
That's how the church fucked us all, and how they enclosed the commons. They and they made your spiritual connection have to go through a man with power, and they had power over you, and they could induce fear and get you to behave the way they wanted you to.
I mean, what's with the binaries anyway? The good place, the bad place. What if it's all just one place? What if we all just end up in the same place? What if that place is right now and right where we are? What if all time isn't even linear? Next up, Princess Santera.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes.
If it's my right to taste the riches of the earth, these bitches better let me work. A private host, a private toast to new horizons. Never mind what I had to do to get these diamonds. He loved me, he give me all his money. That Gucci Prada comfy, my sugar daddy. He loved me, he give me all his money. That Gucci Prada comfy, my sugar daddy. He loved me, he put no one above me. These bitches wanna judge me, but I don't care. Looking back on the boys that I dated, all the popular boys overrated. Give me brains, money bags if he's ancient. I'm a young lady taking donations. CEO might take me on trips. Pack a suit, might have a few shifts. Love a waitress chasing them tips, but I'm an escort counting his chips. Got a lot give me all his money. That Gucci Prada comfy, my sugar daddy. He love me, he put no one above me. These bitches wanna judge me, but I don't care. He love me, he give me all his money. That Gucci Prada comfy, my sugar daddy. He love me, he put no one above me. These bitches wanna judge me, but I don't care. If he's paying it back, I'll take the oysters. I'm saying insane. I got some pointers. My baby is my employer. My baby knows how to spoil her.
Oh, God, yes. Mm. Oh, God, yes. Mm.
Seem to be running out of light. We're running out of time. The extinction is upon us. The end times are, in fact, nigh. But so fucking what? Haven't they always been?
So, continuing on. How we understand hell comes from an unwholesome mashup of art, mythology, mistranslations, and more. In the spirit of Christmas, let's look at how Norse paganism and Christianity swapped spit with regards to hell. Like Hades being both a man and a place, Hel was both the Norse goddess of the underworld and also the name of the underworld itself. What we know of Norse afterlife beliefs is scant, though, perhaps in part because the Norse didn't really give a fuck. Like the Greek Elysium, those slain in battle often went to their own place, Valhalla, Odin's Hall. The other dead? We have some details, but by and large, eternal torment wasn't really on the menu. Unfortunately, much of what we know of Hel, both the goddess and the place, is from a 14th century Christian missionary. He tends to cast the place and the goddess in a more sinister light. It is thought, though, that the English word hell was chosen in hopes that the Norse pagans who believed in hell would find it to be relatable content, even though the Christian hell is totally different. The Christians did have a habit of calling underworlds hell with no nuance, though. The conflation of Hades with hell dates back to a King James Bible translation where the translator used the word hell for Hades. As you now know, they're really not the same thing. The other word in that translation that got equated to hell was the Hebrew word Sheol. Largely, Jews don't believe in heaven or hell. When you die, that's it. It's less non-existence than even the Greeks believed in. Hebrew texts do mention Sheol mainly as a place of non-existence where the dead go, though. But in modern interpretations, it mostly just means a grave. The Jewish tradition did have a sort of hell for a moment called Gehenna. Gehenna was originally named for a dump outside Jerusalem where kids were sometimes sacrificed and trash was often burned. I guess one could say the original hell, like 2020, was a dumpster fire. Islam took the word Gehenna and made it Jahannam and applied it to a similarly modified concept of hell. Islam is particularly good at weaving together different beliefs. For example, jinn predate Islam in Middle Eastern folklore, and yet the Islamic version of Satan is a jinn, not a fallen angel. In fact, jinn are a whole class of kind of neutral beings created by Allah along with angels and men. Fun fact, jinn are also shapeshifters, and many versions of the Quran mention the Prophet Muhammad fighting a jinn who took on the form of a unicorn. Language and belief all tangled together. What fun! On that note, I'll leave you with this final tidbit. The root of the Norse word hell goes back to an ancient word meaning covered, concealed, or someplace hidden below. Many early words stemming from it also contain notes of hidden, underground, hollow, like a cave. While that original root is directly responsible for hell and other words like cellar, it isn't for Sheol, which means hollow place, or Hades, which means unseen. Funny how that happens. Perhaps hell is honestly just chaos then. Maybe it isn't the type of chaos stemming from breaking a Sky Daddy's rules, but maybe more so the chaos of an ever-changing world and competing agendas trying to explain the inexplicable. Honestly, if you ask me, hell is what you make it.
Oh, God, yes. Mm. Oh, God, yes. Mm.
I'm really excited. She's so
on top of her shit, she's doing her own subtitle.
Love it.
I just sense this, like, intense drive to help her community, to do work it takes to make life easier for people. You know, like,
Yeah.
her art isn't just her performance, it's how she's integrating and presenting it within this little structure.
Yeah.
I think that's what I see. She's like a community artist.
Yeah, her sense of humor and like the way she brings lightness to otherwise heavy subject matter.
Let's welcome to the virtual stage, Desdemona Lisa.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes.
Okay, everyone, thank you for making time for this Zoom meeting. I know it's a little weird, but it's safer than meeting up in person, and it's cold AF outside, so I really appreciate it. Is everyone here? Yep, Lissy here. So glad we're getting this figured out, you guys. How are y'all doing tonight? Oh, you know, totally just fine. It's 2020. COVID is surging, people are being threatened with evictions, and unemployment is about to run out, and the government is planning on sending everyone a buy one, get one 50% off Chick-fil-A coupon with a grease stain on it, signed by Donald Trump. So I'd say I'm doing just about pretty great these days. Yeah, I've started taking to asking people, how you holding up, instead of asking how they're doing. Anyways, how you doing, Lisa? You're on mute. Nope, still on mute. Nope, you gotta make sure you're connected to the audio. You can have it call your phone if you click the tab. Your microphone might have gotten turned off somewhere. Still can't hear you, honey bunches. You just gotta click the call me button and put your cell phone number in. That'll be faster. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started while we're waiting on Lisa. And by the way, it looks like she somehow made this meeting as a Zoom webinar and only sent out one invite, which was a panelist invitation link to me, which I forwarded on to everybody. So now it's got my name under all of your screens, so if you just tap your name in the participants list, you should be able to type in your actual name. Speaking of which, is everybody here? Nope, Des is running a few minutes late. She texted me to tell you guys. Okay, somehow she joined as a webinar participant, so I see her now. I'll change her into a panelist so that she can unmute herself. And there we go. What's up, my dudes? Des! Oh my god, you look so cute. I love that red headband of yours. Dope. What up, Lizzie? You looking cute AF, babe. Can we get started now? Yes, please. So, let's do. We're meeting today because... Wait, no, we can't start yet because Lisa still can't hear us. Looks like she put in Dez's number because she's getting the call. Her phone is buzzing. Hello? Ooh, make it stop, honey doodle! Ooh, okay. Phew, thank you for muting, Des. Now, Lisa, make sure that you put in your cell phone number, not our phone numbers. The audio will come through to your phone. Look, Lissy told me she already talked to Lisa about this when she was dropping off a loaf of y'all's homemade sourdough at our house. So let's please go ahead and start without her. I've got a food prep shift at the mutual aid site that starts in 30 minutes. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's jam it out. Okay, fine. So, the reason we're meeting today is to talk about merging our pandemic households. Lizzie and Des told me that they have apparently had their Define the Open Relationship talk using the relationship anarchy charts that are tailored to their specific zodiac signs. and they have chosen to move mind-blowing kinky sex sessions from their would nice to be have list over to their need to have list, meaning that they would like to merge our two households together to form a two-household pandemic bubble or pandemicule. Yes, and we should make sure to put the notes that the polyamory relationship anarchy charts are tailored not only to our sun signs, but also our moon and rising signs too, which is fantabulous because my Libra sun is sexually compatible with most Taurus sun signs, but my Cancer moon throws that out of alignment unless my partner has a fire sign in one of their big three. So that Aries rising that Des has really saved the day. Yeah! Right, so this means we're going to have to agree to a few shared protocols. And I'd like to discuss how our household does contact tracing. When we spend more than 15 minutes outside...
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Lisa.
Hi, Desdemona.
Yes,
testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Lisa, so glad you finally figured it out. Yay! Now, you may want to change your display name, too, if you want to. And as I was saying...
My what? I don't know how to do that.
Lisa,
I don't know what that means.
You don't need to shout. We can hear you now. And anyway, it doesn't really matter because...
Oh, wait, now I see. Why does it have your name under my video? That's not right. How do I change that?
You just turned your video off. So you just have to tap on participants, and that will give you the option.
Wait, slow down. Tap on what? Where do I find participants?
Participants, and don't worry about it.
Oh, I found my video again.
Okay, great. Just leave it at that, Lisa. We know who you are. And wait, I just remembered that Mona and Lisa haven't met.
Oh yeah, wild. Oh, Lisa, you're gonna love Mona's energy. Not her politics, though. Lol. Oh yes, hi Mona, honey. I've heard that you cook for the homeless. Oh, that's so nice. I'm so glad you're doing something to help people in these tough times. That is just something I could not imagine myself doing.
Thanks? I mean, if you want to give a donation to our GoFundMe, we're running out of...
Oh, I would just love to, hun, but I've already budgeted out all my month's spending on Christmas presents for the nieces and nephews, and those Nintendo swap games are pricey.
We should go around and say our names and pronouns, and a fun icebreaker question to get to know each other better. Please, God, no. Ooh! My friend Haley, who has been giving me tips on how to make really good posts for my beauty influencer Instagram, had a really good one on her Twitter. If you were an unhealthy quarantine coping mechanism, what would you be? That sounds like a thing that we could do, but how about we do it another time so that we can get into discussing logistics, such as masks. Okay, we should always be wearing masks and keeping 6 feet of distance with anyone who's not in our two household. Lisa, can you please put yourself on mute when you're eating spaghetti?
Oh, you could hear that?
Yes, we could all hear you. Now, like I was saying, only outdoor hangouts with others and no merging with additional household... I forgot to mention, I'm in San Diego right now with my sister-in-law and her 3 cousins. So I'll be getting a COVID test before coming back from that. Okay, so after you are done quarantining for 14 days...
Whoa, what? 14 days? Nah, I read the CDC's latest, and they reduced it to 10, bruh. No need to be so lengthy.
Okay, 10 days then. Let me just make sure, are there any other people you are planning on seeing before we merge? Oh, did you mean me? Or, like, anybody? Oh, okay, yeah, no, so like...
No, I am... Oh, so sorry, Lissy, you go.
Oh, no, you first, honey.
Were you... So
no,
sorry.
You go. Oh, no, you go.
So I was just... there's a lag. You go first.
Oh, no, you. No, you.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna... Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
No, you go first.
I was just gonna say...
I was just saying...
Oh, no,
Okay, so, I'm so sorry, you first.
Say... Oh, you first. Okay.
Oh, God.
yes. Mm. Oh, God, yes. Mm.
Way to go, silly Billy.
Welcome to the stage, my own baby, Vanta White.
Oh, God, yes. Mm. Oh, God, yes. Mm.
It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I work second shift, so it's pretty regular for me to be out here around this time, usually for hours at a time, sitting, smoking, scrolling through my phone, doing anything to ignore how much my body hurts, how much has gone absolutely wrong, and how much work I have to do to get that on course. I might poke around a little bit, do my best, but most of the time it's just pretty much being frozen. I'll sit outside so long that my hands will grow cold, numb. I can't feel my fingers at first, and then it becomes pain. Hands locked up on my phone, but still scrolling. Usually, when I sit out here, I have a friend in the same department that usually would come out with me and smoke, but they're on a 2-week leave right now because they were exposed to COVID. I don't think he's sick necessarily, but sometimes I introduce slight variations into the way that I walk to work. Today isn't really super cold. Normally I'd be out here chopping down two smokes real quick and, freezing, hands clenched on my phone, scrolling. Sometimes I introduce slight variations into the way that I walk to work. Just a constant chill creeping into my bones. Sometimes I introduce slight variations into the way that I walk to work. Cold clenching my fingers.
Hello, President.
It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I work second shift, so it's pretty regular for me to be out here around this time, usually for hours at a time. Scrolling through my phone.
Hello, President. Hello, President. Repetition. Higher. Repetition.
Sometimes
Hello, President. Layered. Repetition. And stay out.
Sometimes
Turn. Hello, President.
Sometimes
Hello, President. Hello, Oh, God, yes. Mm. Oh, God, yes. Mm.
I've been your host, BeElzzabub doll, and this has been a very special Death of Glitter in Heck. I fucking love you all. Thank you so much for witnessing our art tonight. Let's get everybody back up here for another round of applause. That's right, we're having a virtual curtain call. So, bringing back up the following performers. They're, no, okay, we'll just start a different thought. Please look for each performer's cashapp or Venmo or other phone app money service that they may have to be nope. Tip these bitches. That's what I'm saying. Tip them. The information will be provided for you on the screen. Oh, this is still going. I thought I was done recording myself saying stupid shit that I'm too high to plan the next sentence that's coming out of my mouth. But apparently, what do I do now that I'm done? So now I'm fucking gorgeous. And I shot a few minutes of saying silly shit and like, now what? There's nobody to like tell me how pretty I am and give me a cigarette. What do? I just go downstairs and watch a movie? See if my kid baked any cookies? Bake that pie I've been meaning to bake? Okay, most of this revolves around food. I'm probably hungry. And then what? Then what? I miss y'all. You're a beautiful community. I'm so lucky to be a part of it. I'm too gorgeous to go wash this off. What do I do now?
in this resonant world. You want to fight, but I don't want to leave or drift away. Yes, I say I'm not a moody guy. Yes, I say I walk without a sound. Yes, I say just a working man, no judgment. Yes, I say but such a life I never know. Look at this, no second glances. Look at this, no value of love. Look at this, just sun and steel. Look at this, and look at us. There's someone in charge, and listen to me. Don't say nothing's wrong, 'cause I've got a love and she's a feared. You want to fight, but I don't want to leave or drift away.